Maple Grove YogaSix family. I'm Ashley, and today I'm going to be walking you through a slow flow class. Whenever you're ready, come to a stand at the top of your mat. Feel free to grab some props if you have them with you, or household items that are similar. I've got a couple of blocks with me, a bolster, you could use a big pillow, and a strap, maybe a rope or a belt, or even another big blanket that you can grab onto the ends. Feel free to improvise if you don't have the specific props. You also might not need them. When you're ready, come to the top of your mat, feet together or about hip distance. Begin to soften your gaze or close your eyes. And come into the body. Shift the weight centered on your feet so you can wiggle your toes. You're not rocking forward into the toes, and you're not also rocking back into the heels to where you're having to brace yourself, you're losing balance. Soft bend might come to the knees. Draw your shoulders right over your hips as they sink down your spine. Soften the muscles around your eyes and your jaw. Imagine a string coming from the top of your head and pulling you up towards the sky, lifting your ribs off of your hips. Full breath in, and a full breath out. Continuing to deepen the breath that way, or if you're wanting to pull in a more active breath, more cleansing breath today in your practice, imagine breathing into the space between your eyebrows, your third eye center, letting that breath slide down the back of the throat with a slight constriction, reaching all the way for the toes, back out and around into that space between your eyebrows, down the back of your throat, creating that circular motion, warming up our victorious breath, our ocean-sounding breath. Check in with the other parts of yourself, your mental, emotional, maybe spiritual bodies, and see where those are here today as you continue to deepen and lengthen the breath. Inviting in an intention for your practice, maybe to breathe and stay conscious of the breath, maybe to honor the body that's here on the floor with you today, or maybe to try something new. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. A couple more deep rounds wherever you are. If your mind starts to wander, bring that attention, that focus back to the breath as you let the mind go and tune more into the body. Another full breath in, and exhale, and let it go. Empty all the air out of your lungs as you sip in your next deep breath. Let that last little bit come into your lungs as you open mouth. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, nice, another deep breath in. Lift up and exhale, let it go. One more deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Keeping your gaze soft, your eyes closed for as long as feels good here. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Reach your fingers up towards the sky. Let your shoulders come out of your ears. Energetically find length and lift through the body. Then exhale, bend your elbows, lift the heart, take a little back bend. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, drop your right hand down to the side. Reach your left arm up and over, take a side stretch. Inhale, come through center and switch. Left arm down, right fingers reach up and over. Inhale, come through center, both arms up. Exhale, drop your right hand behind, left arm in front for a twist. Inhale, up through center, and exhale, switch. Left arm back, right arm forward for that twist. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, bend your knees, hand to your hips, take a forward fold. As deep of a bend in your knees as you need or want. Maybe pedal the feet, lift the heels, the toes. Then inhale, press through your feet, keep your arms up overhead, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows, or take your own variation of a back bend. Inhale, reach your arms high towards the sky. Taking that same arm variation the first time, or interlace your fingers. Bring your palms overhead. Pointer finger reaches up, steeple grip. Inhale to find length. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale up through center and exhale to the left. Inhale up through center, release your hands. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge at your hips, forward folds. Inhale, press through your feet, rise all the way back up, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, take a little back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, left. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward, twist. Inhale through center and exhale, fold. Let the spine wave as you inhale, press through your feet. Come all the way back up to stand. Exhale, take your back bend. Hands might come to your low back, or they might goddess post. Inhale, up through center, reach your arms overhead, and exhale, take your side bend to the right. Inhale, up through center, and exhale to the left. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, through center. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, through center. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge, forward fold. Inhale, press through your feet, rise up, sweep your arms overhead. One more time, your back bend. Then inhale, reach up, right arm back, left arm forward, twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward, twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge, and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Find length through the spine. Press the top of your head forward, your hips back. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms. Step your feet to the back of your mat. Find this high plank and hold. Press your toes into the floor, your heels to the wall behind you. Your wrists come right underneath your shoulders, fingers spread wide, and fingertips press into the ground. Inhale, rock forward to the tips of your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, drop them to the ground, bend your elbows, lower all the way down. Tops of the feet press into the floor. Hands come underneath your shoulders as you inhale, lift up just your heart. Little to no weight in your hands, baby cobra. Exhale, release, plant your palms. Inhale, press through your arms, extend your arms, lift your heart. Up, full cobra, or lift your thighs off the ground, take upward facing dog. In and exhale, find your way back, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Couple more, maybe pedal the feet out, take a deep bend in your knees, send your hips a little bit higher. Then inhale, rock forward to high plank. Drop down to your knees, sit your hips back onto your heels. Then inhale, lift up off of your heels for a little standing knee. Taking a little flow here, we're gonna widen our knees out towards the sides of our mat. Bring our toes closer to touch behind, like child's pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit our hips back, forward fold into a child's pose. Inhale, walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. As you lift your hips, bring your left arm overhead. Take a one-sided camel pose. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Left arm comes down as you walk your hands through the center of your mat over to the left side. Plant the left hand, reach your right arm up and over for a one-legged, one-sided mountain pose. Camel pose. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your way back through center. Take this a couple of rounds. Hands come all the way to the right. Left arm reaches up, one-sided camel. And exhale, unwind through child's pose to the left. Left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. And exhale. One more side, one more time, over to the right. Left arm reaches up as your hips press forward. And exhale, through center, wrap it around to the left. Right arm reaches up and back, hips press forward. Exhale and fold. Come into a child's pose. Reach your fingers long. Drop that forehead down towards the floor, sit your hips back a little bit more. Spread your fingers wide, press your fingertips into the floor, then lift your wrists and your forearms off the ground, elbows might lift, get into that upper back, the shoulders, release any tension there. Inhale, full breath, and exhale, let it go. Your next inhale, drop your wrist down, find your way through tabletop, press your hands into the floor, tuck your toes, lift your knees, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog, pedal it out. Inhale, lift your right toes overhead. Bend your right knee, open that right hip. Maybe take some hip circles or some ankle circles. Then inhale, send your toes long, square your hips down towards the ground. Let it all out of the lungs. Inhale, lift the toes a little bit higher. Exhale, step that foot to the top of your mat. Drop down to your back knee, untuck your back toes. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Exhale, take a little back bend. Inhale, shift forward, send your hips over that back knee. Flex your toes towards your face as you hinge. Take half splits. Inhale, plant your foot, plant your palms. Tuck your back toes, lift that back knee. Send your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And down dog. Switch. Inhale, left toes high. Open that hip, bend the knee, maybe drop down to your right forearm. Take some circles here, stretch it out. Then inhale, send your toes long, square your hips towards the floor. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift that foot a little bit higher. And exhale, step it to the top of your mat. Drop down to your back knee, untuck your back toes. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Exhale, take a little back bend. Inhale, as you come forward, straighten that left leg, flex your left toes. Bring your hips over your right knee. Send your heart over the top of your toes as you hinge and fold, maybe using blocks to frame that front foot. Inhale here, and exhale. Plant your foot, plant your palms, tuck your back toe, lift that back knee, send that left leg up and back, three-legged dog, and exhale, down dog. Paddle it out. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step your way to the top of your mat, find a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press through your feet, bend your knees, inhale, rise up, mountain. Exhale, sit back, chair. Hold here and breathe. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Feet can be together, hip distance. Thighs either squeeze together by touching or energetically squeeze together as you lift your belly button up off of your thighs. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms. Step your feet to the back of your mat. Flow your own way to down dog by lowering to your knees. And then all the way, inhaling to lift up cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. A full breath in and a full breath out here, down dog. Then inhale, right toes come overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of your mat. Drop down to that back heel. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Heel to heel or wider alignment as you try to get your shoulders and hips towards the front of the mat. Deep bend over that front knee. Press through the outside edge of that back foot. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your low back. Inhale, press your hands down, lift your heart. Exhale, hinge at your hips, take a forward fold, humble warrior. Hold here and breathe. In and out. Your next inhale, straighten your right leg, release your hands. Right hand comes down to the floor, fingertip or palm, maybe to a block, maybe the back of your hand to your shin, and your left arm reaches up and overhead for triangle pose. Find it, hold it, and breathe. Inhale, and exhale. One more inhale. As you exhale, bend that front knee. Bring your forearms to your front thigh. Left fingers come up and over the top of your mat for extended side angle. Inhale here. Reach through the left fingers all the way down the side of your body and out of that left foot. One more full breath in. And exhale, unwind. Lift the back heel. Inhale, rise up. Find high crescent. Exhale, sweep your arms behind you for airplane. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, press through that front right foot. Step your back foot forward for one-legged mountain pose. Flex your left toes towards your face. Hands can come to your heart, to your side, or up overhead as you find something to stare at. Squeeze the core in. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of your mat. Toes turn towards the side of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead for star. And exhale, take a forward fold. It's a nice wide-legged stretch. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold and walk your hands to frame that front right foot. Plant your palms. Send your right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Flow your way to down dog. Or feel free to just meet in down dog. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, left toes come high. Exhale, step your left foot to the top of your mat. Drop down to that back heel. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one, left side. Find this pose, then let it sink and settle down. Maybe widen your feet out or step that back foot in just a little bit. Inhale, reach your arms up, find length. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your low back. Press down through your hands as you inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, hinge at the hips, take a forward fold. Humble warrior. Inhale here. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Send your right arm overhead, left fingers to the ground or a block. Maybe the back of that left hand presses into your shin to open the chest up more for triangle. In. And exhale, bend that left knee. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh. Right arm comes up and overhead for extended side angle. Pull that right shoulder back into its socket. As you press through your front foot, reach through the fingers and the back foot. Inhale. And exhale, untwist. Right hand comes down, right heel lifts. Inhale, rise up. Find high crescent. Exhale, sweep your arms behind you for airplane. Inhale, find length through high crescent. And exhale, step that back foot forward, one-legged mountain pose. Arms can reach up as you flex your right toes back towards your face. Maybe your hands come to your sides or to your heart. Full breath in. Exhale, step that back foot to the back of your mat. Turn your toes to the side of the mat. Inhale, star. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Stretch out. Maybe reach your arms behind you or long in front. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Turn your left toes towards the top of your mat. Find this low lunge, plant your palms. Step that left leg up and back, three-legged dog, and down dog. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Step your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, find length, lift. Exhale, fold. Press through your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, sit back, chair pose. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step your feet back, high plank, and then shift back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right toes come overhead. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Drop down to that left heel. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Exhale, interlace your fingers. Inhale, lift the heart, press down. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Reach your left fingers up for triangle. Exhale, bend into your right leg. Left fingers come up over the top of your mat for extended side angle. Inhale, reach. Exhale, unwind. Lift the back heel. Inhale, lift for high crescent. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, launch forward. One-legged mountain pose. Your arms go wherever. And then step the foot back. Inhale, find star. Exhale, hinge and fold. Maybe sinking deeper each time you fold. Hands can grab the outsides of the ankles or reach forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands to frame that front right foot. Step your left foot in to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press through your feet. Sweep your arms overhead. Reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, sink back chair. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms. Step your feet to the back of your mat. And then shift your way back, down dog. Inhale, reach your left toes overhead. Exhale, step that left foot to the top of your mat. Drop down to your back heel as you inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your low back. Inhale, press through your hands, lift your heart. And exhale, fold into humble warrior. Inhale, release your arms, straighten that front leg. Find triangle. Exhale, bend your left knee. Reach your right arm overhead for extended side angle. Inhale, find length and stretch. Exhale, untwist. Right heel lifts off the floor. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it forward. One-legged mountain pose. Flex your toes back towards your face. You can always pause in between if you need to. Inhale, full breath, lift. Exhale, step that back foot to the back of your mat. Turn your toes towards the side of your mat as you inhale to find star. And exhale to fold. Feeling free here to lower down farther and farther as we do these folds, maybe closer down towards the splits, or not. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands towards that front left foot. Step your right foot in to meet the left. Forward fold. Inhale, press through your feet, rise to stand. Sweep your arms overhead. Mountain. Exhale, sit back chair. Inhale, full breath. Squeeze in the belly. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step your feet back, high plank, into down dog. No, you can always vinyasa if you want. Inhale, reach your right toes high. Once more, each side. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Drop your back heel down. Inhale, rise up, find warrior one. Exhale, interlace your fingers, press your hands down as you inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, hinge and fold, humble warrior. Inhale, release your arms, straighten your front leg, find triangle. Exhale, bend through that front knee, reach your top arm overhead for extended side angle. Inhale, reach and find length. Exhale, unwind. Lift that left heel off the ground. Inhale, rise up, find high crescent. Exhale, arms go back, weight shifts forward for airplane. Inhale, reach up, high crescent. And exhale, step it forward, one-legged mountain pose. Inhale, press through the foot, find length. Exhale, step it back, wide-legged stance, reach your arms overhead for star. And then exhale, hinge and fold. Maybe come down towards the splits. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands to frame that right foot. Step your back foot in to meet the front. Fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press through your feet, bend your knees, sweep your arms overhead, reach up towards the sky, mountain. Exhale, sit back, chair. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms to the ground, step your feet back, high plank, into down dog. One more side. Inhale, reach the left toes high. Exhale, step them forward. Drop down to that back heel. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, interlace your fingers. Inhale, press down, lift the heart. Exhale, hinge and fold, humble warrior. Inhale, straighten your front leg, release your hands, find triangle. Exhale, bend through that front knee, top arm overhead for extended side angle. Inhale, reach through the fingers and the foot. Exhale, unwind, lift your right heel, find your balance. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, airplane, shift forward. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, one-legged mountain pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it out. Inhale, star. Exhale, hinge, forward fold. Maybe drop down towards the splits. Inhale, find length, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk your hands towards the top of your mat. Step your back foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press through your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Palms come to touch, then down through your heart. Maybe rested by your side. Close your eyes, soften your gaze, come back to that deep breath, back to this grounded balance point that we started with. Shift the weight evenly into the feet. Slow the breath down. Make it strong and steady and stable. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, sit back, chair. Full breath out. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms. Step your feet to the back of your mat. Find your down dog. From down dog, inhale, lift your right toes overhead. Exhale, step that right foot forward. Drop onto that back heel. As you inhale, rise up. Find warrior one. Exhale, interlace your fingers, press down through your hand, lift the heart. And exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, straighten your front leg, release your hands, find triangle. Stay here in triangle if this feels good for you. Maybe use that block or a couch, something around you to press through your front foot. Inhale, take a little bend through that front leg, lift and launch, find half moon. Open your hips up towards the side. Maybe play with some balance and lift that right arm off the ground. Full breath in and exhale. Bend your front knee, tap your back toes down. Find that extended side angle. Inhale, here, reach. And exhale, unwind. Bring your left hand down, left heel lifts. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky for high crescent. Exhale, airplane your arms behind you and stay here if this feels good. Maybe lift and launch off that front foot for airplane. Arms can come overhead for warrior three. Wherever you are, toes on the ground or toes lifted, inhale. And exhale, find your way up into one-legged mountain pose. Take a full breath in here as you bend through your right knee, cross your left ankle over for figure four. Slow the breath down. Keep your left toes flexed back towards that knee joint. Inhale, lift the heart. Sit deeper as you exhale, slide your left foot down towards the right side of your mat for eagle legs. Couple of options here. We can stay in eagle legs with no eagle arms. You can come into a straight chair and take eagle arms. Your left arm will come underneath your right. Or you can take the full eagle bind with your left leg over your right leg and your left arm under your right arm. One more full breath in here. Exhale, unwind, reach up, untwist, and plant your foot. Find mountain pose, shake out your right leg. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, hinge to fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step your feet to the back of your mat, take a flow or find your way in down dog. Then inhale, reach your left toes overhead. Exhale, step your left foot to the top of your mat. Drop down to that back heel. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Exhale, interlace your fingers. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Inhale, press through your hands, lift your heart. Exhale, hinge, humble warrior. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Unbind your arms, find triangle. Stay here and hold. Or take a bend in that front left leg and lift and launch the back foot off the floor for half moon. Maybe draw your belly button in deeper to your spine. Take a soft bend in that front leg. Lift the left arm off of the floor. Maybe hand comes to the shin. Inhale here. Exhale, tap your back toes down. Bend through that left knee, find your extended side angle. Right arm reaches up and overhead. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your right hand down, right heel lifts. Inhale to find high crescent. Exhale to airplane the arms and hold there, or lift and launch off that back foot. Maybe reach your arms overhead for warrior three. Inhale here. And exhale, rise up. One-legged mountain pose. Stay here if this feels good. Maybe take it farther. Cross that right ankle over your left leg. For standing figure four. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, slide your right foot down towards the left side of your mat. For eagle, take any variation you want. If you want to take the arm variation, inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, right arm comes underneath the left. If eagle arms is too much, you can give yourself a nice big hug. Wherever you are, draw that belly button in, squeeze, lift the elbows, pull your hands away from your body. Inhale, full breath. Woo. And exhale, unwind, untwist. Lift the foot up, one-legged mountain pose. Exhale, set it down, shake it out, stretch it around. Full breath in, and a full breath out. Slow it down, come back to those conscious breaths. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Turn your toes towards the side of your mat. Wide-legged stance. Forward folds, wide-legged forward folds. As gently as you can, bend your knees and bring yourself down into a seat. Maybe use your core to help you get there. We're in a wide-legged seated straddle. Inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, hinge at the hips, take a gentle forward fold. Keeping your toes flexed back towards your face, your palms might come to the ground. Maybe forearms, maybe bringing a bolster or block or pillows underneath. If you feel good to lower down, lower farther down. Wherever you are is perfectly okay. Inhale, lift up, come back into that seat. Bring your hands behind you, fingers face out or towards your toes. Inhale, lift up just the heart. And exhale, release. Try that one more time. Or inhale, point your toes, press your heels to the floor, take a wide-legged reverse plank. Inhale, and exhale, release, hinge at the hips, forward folds. Inhale, rise back up. Bring your soles of the feet to touch or cross your legs over, finding your way back into a forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway from this forward fold, and exhale, release. Plant your palms, step your feet back, high plank, hold. Exhale, drop down to your knees, untuck your toes, lower all the way on to your belly. Send your arms out to a T. Inhale, lift the right heel off the ground. Then lift your right knee off the ground. Send the right foot over to the left side of your mat. Take a twist. That left hand will plant into the ground. Your right hand might help to prop you deeper into this. Your head can come to rest on the floor. We're in essentially a reverse of the needle. Instead of the arm being under our body, it's out towards the side. Inhale, one more breath here. Option to also take your right hand and reach for the top of your right foot. Take that quad stretch. Take your foot into your hand. Inhale. And exhale. Unbind, unwind, come back all the way to center. To switch. Lift your left heel off the floor. Left knee off the ground. Then send that left foot to the right side of your mat. Hold here and breathe for a few moments just to find this sensation. Then, if it feels good, to grab the top of your foot, Take this quad stretch, this dancer variation here on the ground. Feel free. Inhale. And exhale, unbind, unwind. Come back to center. Bring your hands underneath you. Press yourself up and back onto your heels. So option here to take that first kind of half camel child's pose flow a few rounds if you want, or if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, lift your hips off of your heels. Option here to tuck your toes underneath you to bring your heels closer to your hands. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your low back, fingers to face the floor. Imagine a wall in front of you. As you press your hip points forward, you're inhaling to lift the heart, then slowly walking your hands down towards your heels for camel pose. Option again to widen your knees or take that half camel wherever you are. Imagine you're holding an apple or an orange in between your chin and your chest. No wrinkles in the front or back of your neck. Inhale, one more breath, and exhale. Inhale, squeeze your core, squeeze your thighs, come back up. And exhale, untuck your toes if they're tucked. Find your way into child's pose. Reach your arms forward, balance out the spine. Inhale, look forward through your hands. Slide your chest through your hands. Come into baby cobra or full cobra. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Step your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Toe, heel your feet out towards the sides of your mat. Inhale, lift your heart halfway. Exhale, sit your hips back. Come into this deep squat. Hands can come together. Your elbows can help push your knees apart, or you can lift up to squeeze through your belly, that core. Find your strength here. When you're ready, we're just lowering down all the way to our sits bones. And then finding our way slowly all the way down onto our back. Bringing your knees into your chest. Give them a big squeeze. Roll the ankles. Send the soles of your feet up towards the sky. Then widen your legs out. Take a wide-legged legs up the wall. Inhale, bring them back through center. And exhale, bring the soles of your feet down to the ground. If you have a block or a pillow or something that you'd like to take, and take these next couple rounds of bridge in a more restorative posture, you can take that block or that pillow and slide it underneath your low back, your sacrum. Bringing your heels as close to your sits bones as you can, finding length through the back of the neck and the front of the neck. Hands can rest by your side. Pressing down through your feet and squeezing your thighs together. Or if you feel like your spine is ready, we've warmed it up, and you'd like to take these next couple of moments to go a little bit deeper. Inhale, lift the hips. Maybe interlace your hands behind your low back. Wiggle one shoulder under and then the other. Squeeze your thighs together, press down through your feet. Lower whenever you're ready. Inhale to lift again. Find this bridge pose. And exhale, release. Take your restorative for a few more breaths. Take that bridge for a few more breaths. Or if you're ready to go deeper, bring your hands to your ears, fingers to face your toes. Elbows point up nice and high towards the sky. Inhale, full breath. Exhale, press your low back into the ground. Inhale, press through your feet, roll onto the top of your head, and lift up, full wheel. Breathe here for a few rounds. Try to get your hips up higher towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. Whenever you're ready, bring your knees in towards your chest. Give them a big squeeze. Exhale, pull your knees all the way down towards the right side of your mat. Arms can come out to a T. Just take this deep stretch, this deep twist, in and out. And inhale, find your way through center. And exhale to the left, little twist. Inhale, come back through center. Take anything else you still feel like you need to take or want to take. Maybe bring the soles of your feet to touch with your knees wide open for reclined bound angle. Maybe happy baby, some more legs up the wall. And find yourself into your final resting pose. Might be traditional Shavasana, might be child's pose, it might be something seated or on the front. You don't have to know the name of it. You don't have to know how to do it or what it's called. Honor whatever feels good here for your body as we breathe together for these last few moments. Wherever you are, take a full breath in and a full breath out. Take one more full body scan from the tips of your toes up to the top of your head and check back in. See where this body here on the mat is for you at the end of your practice. Check back in with your mental, emotional, and maybe spiritual bodies here at the end of your practice without judgment or critique, without expecting to be a certain way. Instead, just acknowledging where you are and letting that be enough. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. A couple more rounds of that on your own time. If you can bring a hand over your heart, feel free to do so, or adjust in order to do so. And then the other hand might come over your belly button or maybe over your other hand. Take a full breath in. And open mouth, exhale. Let it go. The light, the teacher, the heartbeat within me honors, adores, and is so grateful for the light, the teacher, and the heartbeat within each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Thank yourself for coming to your mat, coming to practice, breathing, stretching, being present. Maybe send a little bit of gratitude to this beautiful, wonderful heartbeat. As you inhale to bring your palms to touch. And then bring your thumbs up to the space between your eyebrow, that third eye center. Take one more full breath in as we breathe as a class. And open mouth, exhale. Let it go. As you're ready, tuck your chin down towards your chest if it's accessible. And flutter your eyes open. As you're ready, namaste, my friends. Thank you so much for coming to class. This has been wonderful and amazing. Again, I'm Ashley, and I can't wait to see you back in class when we're able to have you here. Have a great rest of your day.